마음은 crystal clear. 거울 속 나, I got no fear. Heartbeat racing louder than a gun. 이 순간 난 already won. I'm invincible, nothing can break me. Limitless flow, don't try to chase me. Crash like a wave, wild and free. You move that way, I'm all you see. Invincible, na 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 na. Na 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 na. Invincible, na 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 na. Na 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 na. 두지 않아.
And we are back at the Nara Center Montalban for a great day for volleyball, a very busy one as we bring you the third of our triple header today, starring the Signal Super Spikers and the Creamline Cool Smashers, both teams coming off wins and wanting to end this second round with a bang. So that is what we have in store for us today. And both teams have a storied rivalry. We're going to be talking about that also during this coverage. And we're glad you're joining us on One Sports Plus, and Pilipinas Live. Chikiro Puno here with my partner today, Noringo. And our birthday girl is here, Mixie Burgos. First of all, I'm so happy that you decided to work on your birthday.
Of course, this is such a great opportunity to work, Miss Chiki.
Oh, wow. I think it is a
Careful,
a chance for us also to celebrate these first of all,
Yeah.
she is our guest reporter who is reporting her second game in the PVL.
Yes, it's my second game. I'm so excited. What a great game, right?
Okay, and I think this is your wish come true to get a game like this, but we will allow you to.
Let's end it.
Yes.
Happy birthday to you.
Go, Mixie!
Woo!
Are we gonna ask you what your wish is, or you can just whisper it to us later?
I'll whisper it.
You do that. All right, but I'm sure all of you are wishing for another great game. Like we said, there is a story behind meetups between Creamline and Signal, and we'll see if this will continue on. But before that, let's talk about the standings. Norina, talk about how pretty much these teams are already in for the next round.
Yeah, there are 8 teams who made it to the quarterfinals. You can see, not in a particular order, PLDT, Farmfresh, Juice, Creamline, Akari, Signal, Petrogas, and Capital One. So the last few game days is really about jockeying for position because one will play 8, 2, 7, and so on and so forth, and those will be eliminations. So it's huge to get your wins because one win, one loss could change really the standings. And these teams basically, they want to play against who, right? We don't know, but if they can control it, they will. So they just want to win today.
Yeah, and like we said, we cannot repeat enough what went on, particularly in the last few conferences of late, in the last year or so. There's been no love lost between these two teams, though. A very heated rivalry, which makes it more exciting whenever they get on the court together. Let's talk about last year's Reinforced Conference 2024. There was an upset. We had a Grand Slam that happened after a reverse sweep, and it was all starring Signal and Creamline. Take us back.
Yeah, let's take a stroll down memory lane. You and I and Vixie, short but sweet. In 2024 Reinforced Conference, Creamline actually was down 2 sets. Then they won the third, the fourth, and then you said that they completed a reverse sweep. And then in the next conference, the Invitational Conference, they played Signal, Creamline and Signal again. But Creamline actually won the Grand Slam. So 2024 was the year of Creamline. But 2025 was a different story. In the On Tour, Signal won its straight set.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, it changed the storyline. And we're talking about the rivalry. We will relive the rivalry.
Yeah, so the last memory of these two teams is a sweep by Signal.
Yes.
Now, let's see if all of these things are actually fresh in their memories, because Vixie, you got a chance to actually talk to both teams and how they feel coming into this game.
Yeah, so I'm going to talk about the Creamline Cool Smashers first. And of course, they pulled off that 3-setter win in their last game. But I spoke to Captain Eliza Valdez, and she told me if there's anything that she learned, it's that you really can't be complacent, especially as they come into the quarterfinals. And also, it's a rivalry game. And of course, as you talked about earlier, they really have to make sure that they're bringing on their A game in today's conference. But you know what? She told me that they know their rhythm within the Cool Smashers. And so what they really need to do is just focus on the game plan and just execute what they need to do, their individual roles. Because with their rhythm, they just really have to trust each other. And even if they know it's a tough match against the Signal Super Spikers, she really just wants to make sure that everyone is calm and composed. And talking about the Signal Super Spikers, now I spoke to them, and after handing Zeus Coffee their first defeat in the conference, definitely the morale is so boosted in the dugout. But I spoke to Erica Santos, and she told me while the morale really helps in this game, they really want to focus on their team as well, because, you know, this isn't going to be an easy game for them, but they want to make sure that the team knows what they want to work on. They now know, and they have proved to themselves their team's capability, so they really just want to make sure that they've got it within them today. And, you know, they want to show that they could grow even more into this conference. It's definitely a battle of momentum today, Miss Chiki and Reen. But what do you guys think?
Well, I agree, and I think a lot of people are jealous of Dixie right now on her second day of the PVL, but it's her birthday. You got to talk right away to Eliza Valdez and to Erica Santos. What was that like? Let me
Well,
let me
for
ask
me,
you.
I was so starstruck when
Yeah.
I was talking to Eliza Valdez. I'm an Atenean, and so for me, I really didn't even know what she was saying anymore. Honestly, I had to remind myself
Yeah.
of the job that I was doing because, you know, she's an icon. So I was so excited, and I'm just so excited to be here in this game.
Yeah, can you imagine?
We get starstruck.
I
What
know.
more Vixie, right?
Right. And another thing, you know what else? I think these teams are party poopers because at least Creamline, di ba? Because PLDT and Zeus, or Signal rather,
Signal.
PLDT and Zeus, previously undefeated, biglang Signal comes in to spoil the party for them.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was gonna say they like playing the role of party poopers
Yeah.
because PLDT was on a 6 straight game winning streak, you know, and then the first two of this conference, then they totally just erased
Yep.
that. Then after that, Zeus Coffee, they were the only undefeated team, and then they erased that as well. So it just goes to show when it's Signal, you know, expect the unexpected. When it's Signal and Creamline, the rivalry is on.
Yep, and there's no spoiling Vixie's birthday party. And Vixie, we want to invite them today to take
of
part.
course. We'd like to thank everyone for spending your Tuesday with us here in the PVL. And for those of you catching us on the Filipinas Live app, we have an exclusive poll question running below your streams, and it's asking which rival will dominate the net. Of course, if you want to join our conversation online, don't forget to use the hashtag PVL2025.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, have some cake, and when we come back, the start of festivities for our third and final game in today's doubleheader here at the Inares Center, Montalban. We'll be back.
ma-match ko yung energy and yung galaw ko with the team. I'm Erin Pangilinan from ARF to Awesome! Alam mo po yung feeling na dream come true?
The 6th overall pick in the 2025 PVL draft, Signal welcomes Erin Pangilinan of National University.
Ever since nung nag-start na nanonood ako ng PVL and then time pa nila Ate Rad, sabi ko, I find it awesome to watch Signal. Fluid yung galaw nila, star team ang dating nila sa akin. Hindi pwede na yung galaw ko lang is like from college. So I think maging tactical and tech yung mga technical na kailangan ko i-correct. Kailangan i-improve ko pa siya para maging mas kakabog pa. With Coach Shaq system, knowing him na sa middle, magaling siya. I think talagang mas magaganda. Mas kakabog pa ako with his system. I'm aiming for championship talaga with Signal.
Sabi ko na, wow, I'm with CREAMLINE na talaga. Hi, I'm Sheena Turing, and now I'm with CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. Goodbye! Surreal moment sa akin. Tapos parang, actually, nung si Pearl, sabi niya, Sheena, ikaw na kasi nakatutok mo yung camera.
The CREAMLINE Cool Smasher select Sheena Angela Toring of National University.
So, nung sinabi langgit yung pangalan ko, sobrang saya talaga ako kasi hindi ko in-expect na lang sa CREAMLINE ako pupunta. Nandun na yung kaba and pressured talaga. And knowing CREAMLINE, champion team yung CREAMLINE eh. So, mataas yung standard talaga. So, I'm trying to keep up po and to improve every game and sa training. Ang kailangan kong i-improve this conference is yung maturity inside the court. Knowing sila Ate Alay, Ate MG, sila Ate Kyle po, and the rest of the ates po. For sure, andun yung chemistry nila sa loob ng court. And I'm trying my best po na mag-keep up po sa laro po nila. Ang gusto kong maalala sa mga fans sa akin is yung pag-gel ko sa loob ng team, yung familiarity ko sa gameplay ni Coach She. So I hope na-keep up ko yung mga standards nila.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the United Center in Montalban, Rizal for match number let's meet the starters. First, for the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. Center from the Far Eastern University, number 1, Kyle Negrito. Middle blocker from the National University, number 5, Sheena Toring. Middle blocker from the College of St. Benil, number 6, Pang Spanaga. Opposite hitter from De La Salle University, number 7, Michelle Gumabao. Outside spiker from the University of the Philippines, number 18, Tots Carlos. Outside spiker from the United States, number 22, Coco Schwan. Starting libero from FEU is number 11, Kyla Atienza. Head coach for CREAMLINE is Sherwin Meneses. And now the starters for the CIGNAL Super Spikers. Middle blocker from the National University, number 2, Rose Doria Aquino. Outside spiker from Adamson University, number 6, Ishi Lalongisim. Opposite hitter from De La Salle University, number 8, Erica Santos. Middle blocker from NU, number 11, Jackie Acuna. Outside spiker from Slovakia, number 17, Katie Katrin Trebichovska. Center from the Far Eastern University, number 22, Jill Cayuna. Starting libero from La Salle, number 16, team captain Don Macandili Katindig. Head coach for CIGNAL is Shaq De Los Santos. This game is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is CREAMLINE versus CIGNAL. This is the PVL, the heart of volleyball.
All right, you're taking a look at the starting unit for the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. The same first 6 from that winning game last time out against their sister team Chocolito. And for CIGNAL, same Z's also. We got the starting unit that beat the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells, dealt them their first loss in 3 straight sets. So if it ain't broke, sabi ng mga coach, let's get those girls back on the court.
Well, for CIGNAL, for me, again, it's not how you start. It's really how you finish. So far, so good for this team.
And the first point will be awarded to CIGNAL. That ball untouched.
Yeah.
So,
CREAMLINE has a tendency to commit more errors. So that's one thing you have to address in today's game. CIGNAL, I mean, we saw the standings. 1 win, 1 loss could really move you up a couple of notches and down a couple of notches. So it's very important to address all these weaknesses.
and coming into the more difficult round, the single round robin, round of 8, where after 1 round, they will be reduced to half. So really important to fine-tune your game.
Yeah.
And get to your peak. And this is what these teams are working on. And that's a point for CIGNAL. You know, you want to talk about really the ability of Chubby Hafska to adjust quickly to CIGNAL. We remind everybody that she is the second reinforcement in this conference for CIGNAL. So she took no time in adjusting, really.
Well, they needed her to like blend in, you know, automatic, quick start, restart, and everything for CIGNAL. And you said it, so far so good for them.
Yep. Katie Chubby Hafska scored 13 points at last game against Zeus. Oh, nabate. That one got away from Katie. And that is an ace for CREAMLINE. Schwan, let's talk about her a little bit. Also doing very well with her team. Also adjusting quite well and enjoying really the fans of CREAMLINE too.
The limelight. That goes with being the reinforcement of CREAMLINE.
Running attack. Jackie Acuna. Trademark Jackie.
It's a good start for both these teams, you know. Yeah, the first error, but so far, like Acuna with the kill, that's what you want to see. Legit kills in today's game.
3-all early in this first set. Both teams coming off of wins. CREAMLINE against their sister team, Chocomucho, and Signal, of course, beating Zeus.
Giving Zeus their first loss.
Yeah. Rub it in, right? For all of the Zeus fans out there. Party poopers talaga the Signal. But of course, as Signal, Super Spikers, their fans really happy about that win, which hopefully for them will be changing things from here on out. And the games are really crucial.
And then two huge upsets. First was against PLDT, we mentioned in the pregame.
Yeah.
12-game winning streak,
Oo,
something like
masakit
that.
yun,
And then they beat them, and they did not have a reinforcement.
Yeah. All Filipino. Oh, smart! And there's Michelle Gumabaw again with her antics. We're going to expect a lot of that. Michelle Gumabaw, of course, a thinking player.
Yeah.
So, aside from her strength, yung lakas ng palo niya, nag-iisip yan.
And aside from the thinking, no, it's how she executes it. Did you see in that slow-mo, it was clear where the ball dropped. It was so near the blockers that it was alanganin for the coverage.
Exactly where she wanted to go. Meantime, Tots Carlos.
Yeah, good monster block there.
And Acuna with 2 points. That Tibay defensive play of the set brought to you by Elasticil Saliado, ang bubong anumang panahon. She is part of the top 10 blockers of the league. Ooh, nice save. Of course, Don Katindig there. Another great showdown between the liberos. And that one a little too much for Dawn. So, Michelle Gumabaw now with her second point.
Yeah, it just goes to show the level of the talent of both these teams. We're talking about great liberos, Atienza, Makadili, but they can still hit it to a point that they will shank it.
Yeah.
The levels really have gone up.
That's a perfect pass from Dawn Katindig, and that results in a kill for Ishii down the line.
She had an open look, an open space, had all day to go for that line. That's a great set, you know?
Yeah.
You created this opportunity for Lalong Isip.
It was a perfect first pass to begin with. Xuan also with a good receive. Blocking of Signals there, and Lalong Isip playing like she's 6'4". She's just all over the net there. I mean, in a good way. So 2 points in a row for Ishii Lalong Isip.
Yeah, the blockers have actually been working hard for Signal and streamline their coverage. They need to improve on it.
Carlos will get the ball. Lalong Isip again, and she's blocked. Rebound. Another try here for Signal. Erica Santos picked up there by Kyle Negrito. Carlos again. To the net, and that is going to be another point for Signal. They're now For that, meantime, that error on the attack from Lalo Isip will get signal within, or Creamline within 2 points.
Well, they're hoping for a start of a run here for the Cool Smashers.
Ooh, great coverage there by Panaga. Ball back to Creamline. Negrito taking a peek at the defense, and he chose right. Coco Schwan with a finish there.
That's a great set by Negrito. Yeah, she had the right thing in mind to try to drop it. Because Mac and Steely Katindig just gave a wonderful dig. However, you saw her last minute, her arm, she pulled it down, so that did not cross.
Lead still 2 for Signal. Here comes Coco Schwan.
Oh.
So deep, but look at that read by Don Macandili. Really taking advantage of the mismatch of sorts, no?
Yeah.
She's so much bigger and quicker. So iffy for everybody else. Papasok ba, lalabas? He knew to let it go. So Signal up by 2 once again.
Well, she's in her usual spectacular self today.
Nice cross. Cayuna got the first ball. And the counter, Katie. Stop there. Coco! That was all part of the plan. Just going for zone 6.
She's been so creative today so far in the way she's attacking. It's not she's not a one-trick pony. She's showing us that.
Oh, zone 1. She actually went the corner. Oh! Solid! Oh, that must have felt good for Creamline. First solid block.
Well, we are talking about 2 of the better blockers in our country, Pangs Panaga and Michelle Gumabao. We're used to that. For the new fans, they're going to get used to that.
Pangs, the 3rd best blocker in the league. So yes, we will see a lot more of those. And that's something also that Trebihavska has to realize and understand about Creamline.
Well, it's a close first set. You and I, we anticipated this kind of outcome.
Woo, look at these saves from Signal. Santos gets it through the blockers. One more chance here for Signal. Cayuna going for Erica Santos again.
Still alive.
Good cover from Creamline as usual. Carlos blocked, but that's outside. And Tots Carlos, after several tries, will get her first point.
Yeah, for the Tots Carlos fans, you're hoping that's the start of something big for this multi-MVP talent.
Definitely multi-awarded.
Yeah. But there's talk, Chicky, that when she came back after like a year's rest because of injuries, like she's not the same. You have to be patient.
Meantime, now we're seeing aces coming from Creamline. That one care of Pangs Panaga, who is also ranked up there in serves, 6th best in the league.
Yeah, she has improved in that category.
Tough serves coming from Panaga. That is a free ball here for Creamline. Oh, botch play. Now it's Signal's turn. Cayuna with a kick, and that worked early in this first set. And Jackie Acuna does it again.
Whatever works,
Yeah.
you know, it's like grace the fingertips, but yeah, she'll take it.
Ang bilis kasi ng dating eh. Natawa na rin si Jackie. It wasn't pretty, but it was a point.
The point is what made it pretty.
Yeah. Ooh, big serve from Trevihavska, but look at that pickup from Swan. And she tried, but couldn't get to it.
Well, I'm looking at Denden Lazaro Revilla. I think there was a collision with Coco Swan.
We have substitutions coming off the bench. We've got Rhea Demakulangan, Villarete, and of course, team captain, as the crowd will tell you, Liza Valdez on the court now. She also came off the bench in that last game against Chocomucho.
Yeah. When you hear the scream, you say, guess who?
Yeah. Oh, good choice, but nice coverage there by Swan. Here comes Signal. Again, Cayuna. You know when you give Jel Cayuna a good first ball and you've got Jackie Acuna as an option in the front, then it's almost like second nature, no? Parang no-brainer.
Jel Cayuna, she's playing it smart. She knows the blockers will zero in on players like Erica Santos and Lalong Isip. So every chance, like you said, she gets, she's going to try to change things up.
That one went over. Whoa! That must have felt good for Ishii. Sarap ng mga ganun eh, di ba?
Yeah.
One more time on that last overpass, and Lalong Isip perfectly timed. But it's still a close first set. Only a point difference between Signal and Creamline.
What we're seeing also in the first set are good serves. That's why the first pass of actually both these teams are being tested.
Cayuna with a save. One more chance here. Oh, look at that. It was a combination attack, but still Signal knew it was coming, and they did what they had to do. Now the lead is back to 2, and we are at our second technical timeout. one more time on that last. That went through the hands, but looks like there was contact. And Signal will get that point. 22-18. 4-point lead for Signal. They're looking for just 3 points to win this set. Oh, Jel Cayuna. She is a big server. She gets the ace when she needs it. Fourth best server in the league, putting Signal as a third best serving team. We have a timeout.
May sakat na tatalon yan. Pero laban mo na si Max pag meron. Laban mo pag meron. Para tumalon. Go, get one by time tayo. Go, malaki tayo, malaki tayo. Let's go! And CREAMLINE! Happy!
If I were Signal, I would be very careful, very wary at this point because we've seen CREAMLINE stage too many comebacks from a very almost hopeless situation.
I'm sure they know that. Coach Shaq will probably remind them time and time again.
Good first ball from Den. Kumabaw struggled a little with that. Couldn't get to the ball in time, and Signal has plenty of opportunity to win this first set.
Yeah, Trabiham's got all over that. Very clear, really. Signal more focused in this first set.
And Gel with her big serves, another good receive there. Thoughts, Carlos. Signal, CREAMLINE will get another shot. Kumabaw again, setting it over.
Oh, still alive.
Great defense from CREAMLINE.
Oh!
Again, Revilla keeps it in play. One more time for the Super Spikers. Katie is blocked and dug. Toss Carlos timing it. And the blockers, it has been spectacular blocking from Signal that got them this first set win. They just pulled away in the latter part of this set. Take a look at the point. The winning point brought to us by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. And it was really the effort at the net, clearly domination for the blockers of Signal. And that score on your screens, 25-18. We'll talk more about it after the break. Set number one going the way of the Signal Super Spikers. It was close up until the latter part of the first set, and Signal just pulled away, mostly with their blocks.
Yeah. I think in all aspects, we saw Makandili Katindig with great digs. Aside from that, the net defense, I think, was the biggest factor because it kind of sent a message to CREAMLINE that you guys have got to do better than, you know, attacking the blockers, you have to do something special because we're gonna be right there. We're gonna be controlling that net, and they showed that. Creamline struggled. That's one thing you want to change here. Let's look at the numbers. Attacks actually went the way of Creamline, right? But you mentioned that department blocking 6-1.
Yeah.
6 is huge in a set for a PVL team, right? We've seen that number, but that's good for Signal. And the errors, we did mention Creamline has a tendency to commit more errors than their opponents. It's still there. So these are the bits and pieces they need to change here in set number 2. It wasn't bad for me. Signal just outplayed them, but for Creamline, you want to get your game going.
They came out explosive off the gates. I'm talking about Creamline. When we started, their attackers just going all out, and then medyo yun na nga, parang na-silence ng konti ng blockers. So this is a reset for them, and they're starting the second set still with Eliza Valdez on the court. You think that's a good idea? You're telling me that, of course, Eliza Valdez, more than bringing in her game, she brings to Creamline a lot more, and to the Creamline fans as well.
Yeah, for me, I think it's more of the inspiration because we know the work ethics of Eliza Valdez. She is, every game, since her Ateneo days, you know that she's a fighter. That's what Creamline needs right now.
Meantime, we saw that dolphin dive from Don Katindig. That's picture perfect there. Let's see that one more time. Walang tubig, oh. And she's right back up and ready to defend again.
It's like normal for her, these dives.
Her agility, sometimes it doesn't cease to amaze.
It's like, it's, you know, with this lull, it's like she doesn't age, right? The way she just throws her body and sacrifices her body.
And meantime, we've got a challenge early in the second set. Oh, they're challenging that save there.
Well, we saw it. It looked...
yeah, you actually got a preview of it already. If that's the same play that they're challenging, right? It's the only almost kill naman, ano? And of course, all of you at home, you can hear that. You're picking that up. A lot of Creamline fans out here to support their idols. But we also have a good number of Signal Super Spiker fans. We heard them also. And we've got the balloons out for Signal. A very festive atmosphere here in Montalban. And that's why we keep coming back. PVL likes playing to the Rizaleños. Let's see. Oh, it is on the inconclusive.
Can't see it. Inconclusive.
So it was from the Creamline side.
So the call was it touched the floor. That's why Creamline challenged it. But because of the angle of the camera, you saw it. We can't see it. So the call stays.
And the point will go to Creamline via that service error. Let's turn it over to Vixie Burgos for her report.
Now that was definitely a strong first set for the Signal Super Spikers, and of course Jackie Acuna, who told me that more than being excited to play with the momentum that this team has, she's also excited to play for all their supporters and the crowd that's here today. Coming into these next crucial games, the goal for Jackie is to really minimize their errors, learn from each set, and from there grow wiser in their decision-making on the court. But Chiki and Noreen, what do you think those small things that Signal needs to adjust to have a stronger second set?
Well, so far, I think, yes, so far so good. But thanks a lot, Vixie, for that report. And I think you're right. Another thing is we are already feeling the Eliza Valdez factor. She's already scored a point. The team seems to be more upbeat early. And Creamline, while they are down by 1, they just seem to be coming in a little more confident in this first part of set 2.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we expect. We talked about the rivalry between these two teams. So, you know, no matter who won the first set, you know the other team's going to come back in the second set.
But that was a error on the receive by Eliza Valdez. So Signal gets that point again. Signal now up by 2.
Oh, Jackie. can we just say Jackie Acuna has improved so much since she joined Signal.
So that's another one.
Yeah.
Another good fit, as you say, Noreen.
Yes.
Valdez finding Rose Doria. And that's the right person to target.
I think they call a net violation on... Here, this is the one. Yeah, they call it net violation, Erica Santos.
Okay. So that was, yeah. But then it's reversed with the service errors. Palitan lang sila.
But we did show the error department, the stats of the end of the first set. Creamline has got to be careful because they had 7 in set number 1.
And it's just one error from the serve after another. And we got Lori Bernardo in the game now, coming in for the first time here in the second set.
Yeah, Coach Sherwin finding a different 6. He's hoping it will work.
Oh, that's going to be a violation. That equals an ace for Lori Bernardo coming off the bench.
Yeah, good target. Yeah. Targeted the chest of Trebihavska.
Our guest from Slovakia.
Yes.
And she goes up for the attack. Rebound. The Creamline will get a chance on offense. Eliza Valdez going down the line this time. The crowd erupts. Once again, Creamline now tasting the lead for the first time in the second set.
Yeah, and it's smart for Negrito to actually go to Eliza Valdez because after the first set, you needed somebody to bring your team together, to serve as an inspiration, and she is doing exactly that.
Running attack for Acuna. That one's outside, so she's a little bit pressured now, unlike in the first set where Jackie Acuna just kept making her slide attacks.
Well, there's a difference because Signal, they know Creamline is no pushover. Even if they lost the first set, they're prepared for the Creamline comeback, and so far it's happening.
Good pickup there by Schwan. And here comes Valdez. She's blocked, and it's outside. That's another point for the Phenom. And right away, she's got 4. And Creamline up by 3 in our first technical timeout.
Creamline 5 for Signal.
Happy birthday! Make a birthday pala si Vixie dito. Pa-picture daw kay Eliza Valdez. And she wants one from Gemma Galanza also. So you were talking earlier, Noreen, about the Eliza Valdez factor. And that's definitely felt at this point. But Coco Mucho, I like that because she has been contributing much, really, to Creamline.
Yeah, she has been getting, we did mention earlier, she's been getting better and better this conference.
Oh, there is going to be a touch. Erica Santos is sure of at touch. Is she going to get it?
I think they reversed the call. Yeah. Originally, they gave the point to Creamline. Then, yeah.
So that was a check ball. And that was a mini run for Creamline. That Signal gets a chance to reverse. And another one.
Oh, good
scrambling there for Signal. Oh, Creamline! And expect it when you least expect it. That's what happens when you're playing against Kyle Negrito.
And because she doesn't do it so often, we know that's in her arsenal, right? She doesn't do it so often. Talaga there's this element of surprise.
Yeah. You know she's gonna do it. You don't know when.
You don't know when. Your guess is as good as ours.
Lalong Isip, meantime, with a counter. Was there a check ball? Creamline saying no. We'll see what the call will be finally, because she is pretty sure that there was a check ball there.
Well, they're not going to challenge.
They're not going to challenge. So Creamline now up by 4. Valdez with a serve. That one sails outside. Floater gone a little wide.
Floater gone wild. and you feel for the fans because you can feel the cheers getting stronger and stronger, and then silence. Kasi out.
We've seen a lot of serves that have gone out, particularly in this second set. Schwan again. There's Coco Schwan.
Coco Mucho.
Coco Mucho. One more time in that last attack. Going cross court. Malalim eh.
The irony of it all is Signal has been blocking well, right? Okay, back to my point that we're having some
technical difficulties here.
Later.
Okay? Tuloy niya, ha? Tagayin natin, ha? Attack natin. Kailangan tumas yung percentage ng atake. Ha? Masyado tayo nanggigigil, eh. Wala tayo dun sa gusto natin gawin. Okay? Ha? Bakit lang, ha? Bakit lang, ha? Malayo mo naman yan, ha? Tagayin natin.
Tiwala, let's go. Yes! Super!
Now it's a 5-point lead, so this is big for Creamline. Did they even lead in the first set? I think maybe in the beginning, the early parts, kept it much closer, but like you said, you gotta expect Creamline to stage a comeback.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're Signal.
Yeah, and I was saying before that timeout, it's the irony of it all is Signal's been blocking well, but they can't seem to stop that Schwan cross court.
So now she goes down the line and she wished she had gone cross court. No, but no, she tried. Actually, she does a lot of placement shots. No, she's not all power, which is great. Really, it's a sign of very mature player. Talking about Courtney Schwan.
Well, they're still ahead by 4, which is a good sign for the Cool Smashers.
Underhanded set, and she manages against Erica Santos. Another point for Schwan, who now has 8. So Coco Schwan was definitely in double digits. And take a look at the defensive play in the set. That one's over. Lori Bernardo, she's got 2 points. That ace and then that regalo.
Well, Coach Sherwin hoping that, you know, by putting in Lori Bernardo, adding more height, more presence at the net, it's going to change the complexion. And so far, it's been working.
Erica Santos getting it past the 2-man block. Another chance here for Creamline. This time, Santos and Doria Aquino coming together for that block.
Yeah, better adjustment on their end.
And this Tibay defensive play of the set brought to you by Elasticseal, Calyado, Bubong, ano bang panahon? Now we're looking at Vanny Gandler coming in at the serve. Vanny did not start.
Oh, the dig.
Yeah. Schwan again. Those placement shots. He's so smart. Coco Schwan.
And she's just making it look like a walk in the park. Making it look so easy.
You know, Coco Schwan enjoying her time here in the country. Also taking in some men's volleyball. We saw her with her husband at the Spikers Turf the other day.
Mr. Schwan.
Mr. Schwan, yeah.
Rose Doria Aquino.
And that's another point for Rose Doria Aquino. I mean, quiet operator. 5 points already. And look at this lead, though, by CREAMLINE that they're able to maintain despite the offensive chances that Signal is getting.
Oh, good save. Chance.
Back row attack again. Just finesse. All finesse for Coco Schwan. And CREAMLINE now enjoying a 6-point lead in our second technical timeout. Maraming gusto magpa-picture. I tingin ko maraming matutuwa kasi si Eliza naman, paghingan mo ng picture, she will always oblige.
Yeah.
Erica
Loves the
Santos.
fans.
Huh?
I have to say, Eliza loves her fans.
Yes, that's why they love her back. And Schwan could not keep that ball in play. So Erica Santos again has a chance to reverse things, start a run here, a much needed one for Signal. Santos with 4 points so far.
Yeah, and Jelka, you want to go more to Santos. You got to get her going.
Oh! That was a quick, and the China to ring now contributing to the points here.
Yeah, you saw the blockers, and it was a pretty loose block. So great set there by Negrito.
Back row, Vanny Gandler, Roy Bernardo was there. Valdez again!
Oh,
what a cross, but an even better save. One more chance for Valdez, and she will hit it off the hands. That's 5 points for Eliza Valdez.
That was such a smart hit because she knows her cross is targeting Katindig.
Ah.
I'm gonna go down the line.
Yeah, look at that. Saved by Katindig, but yeah, this time she adjusts and challenges. Sigurado makukuha niyo yung picture ninyo. A lot of fans.
Ala. Signal had no choice but to find another starting unit.
And of course, Santos is one of the biggest additions, the biggest assets now for Signal. She will get the ball back. Fearless Santos, Erica Santos, blockers in front of her, and she don't care.
She don't care. She is unfazed.
Yeah. Just a 3-point lead now for Creamline. It can be down to 2. Let's see if Signal is able to get a point. Here's a chance. Cayuna setting up Katie.
Mad scramble here.
Coco Schwan again with that bump. And she's going to go for it this time. Ball still back. Good coverage. And that rally ending with a point for Rose Doria Aquino again. Just setting the ball right back care of their blocks.
Yeah, they're going back to their strength. Signal. And now the lead is down to 2.
They're not the cleanest, most solid blocks, but they're consistent. And yun, chinatsaga lang. Eventually, they get the point.
Yeah.
Guys, pilitin natin dito mapunta kasi si Doria nandito palagi eh. Diba? Dito mapunta yung receive. Pag si April na lang, wait. Kaya mo si Lore dito eh. Ha? Coco, here. Spike, spike, spike. Ha? Ganun lang kasimple. Ganun lang kasimple. Let's go. Let's go!
Let's go! Let's go, Creamline! Let's go! Let's go!
And that lead dwindling now. Look at that. Creamline had as big a lead as 7 or 8 earlier. And now we are down to 2 points. So Signal really keeping their composure and their patience. And here they are, just within 2 points of Creamline. Napako na ang Creamline.
And they're doing it with good defense.
Yeah,
Case in point.
To see that save by Vanny Gandler. She might as well get that point, Vanny, with that save. But it will go to Erica Santos, who is quickly making up for her quiet first set.
That is true. And it doesn't matter who Coach Shaq puts in the court. Everyone is contributing now for Signal.
One-point difference. And again, it could have been a tied game, but these service errors, take out the service errors, and Signal will be in a really good position.
Yeah, that's at least in this last stretch, we counted at least 2. So we're going to see if that is going to have a huge impact here in the second set.
Underhanded set. Good pickup there by Schwan. Kyla Tienza doing her job. And Cayuna going to Erica Santos once again. A soft one. Good defense. Somebody's at the net, says Creamline. And I think our up referee, Fernando Velardo, agrees.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a net violation, so Creamline's got to thank their lucky stars. Because that was already a free look for Doria.
Humahaba yung mga rally natin ulit. Oh, good push, good coverage there by Katindig. Right back at you, said Lori Bernardo.
Well, that's why she's in there. The height and the net defense.
This looks like a good unit here for Creamline. Good mix of these 6 players. Set point for Creamline. Let's see if they can get it on this first try. And they do. Box Manayo wasting no time. Once they got the ball back, Creamline said no more. Wag nang pahabulin. And they win by 5 points. Let's take a look at that winning point. Brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion.
Well, we'll share a secret. You and I talked about it. It's impossible this game will go 3 sets. And we are correct so far.
25-20 for set number 2, or even at 1 set apiece for Cool Smashers and the Super Spikers. We'll be back to talk more about set 2 after the break. We're split one set apiece between the Creamline Cool Smashers and the Signal Super Spikers. No real surprise there. We knew it was going to be this kind of battle here in our third game tonight. We are glad you're still joining us. Chikiro Puro Noringo and our birthday girl, Vixie Burgos, joining us to make up our all-girl panel. Let's talk about set 2. Definitely, it was a Creamline set, but not if you look at the stats, particularly for the attacks.
Well, we got some numbers here in terms of attacks and percentage, and they are identical in terms of conversion and attempt of 14 and 43. But let's look at the numbers. That's why they're identical, 14.
Yeah.
The blocking still went Signal's way, but look at the errors. It's total reversal of fortunes. Signal with 9. Creamline able to minimize it to 4, or at least reduce it to 4. And for me, that made a difference. You know, Chicky, throughout the years, we've seen coaches, they don't stick to 1-6. You'll see it changes here and there. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But for Creamline and Coach Sherwin, obviously it works using Eliza Valdez and Lori Bernardo
coming in.
Toring, you know, so sometimes you have to really use calculated risks in your decision making. I'm gonna put this in. I've seen them in practice. I know what they can do, but can it translate? The question is, in the second set, it did translate to a win. So we are 1 win apiece.
Yeah. And it pays to also have a deep bench. And both teams actually have that because we're seeing a lot of shuffling of players on both sides. And for Signal, we saw some new faces also who made a difference because we saw that comeback effort from Signal. They were down by 7 and they were able to come very close to Creamline only to lose it again. No? They were not able to keep going. But we saw Vanny Gandler in action. Erica Santos picked up her game in the second set. So it's really anybody's third set here. Since we're looking at a very evenly matched teams here.
You remember we were talking about those service errors during that run from Signal, and we said we will see what the impact is. Obviously, it was huge because it contributed to the error department, and Creamline just ties this at 1 set apiece.
And with the third set underway, we've got Schwan scoring first. She's got 12 points, so Creamline will draw first blood.
Well, you know how dangerous Creamline can be after losing a set, winning with changes. So Signal, the biggest question here is how are you going to respond with this 6 that actually won the first set?
Again, we set it up for all of you in our pre-game, the kind of rivalry that we've seen through the years between these two teams, particularly the last couple of conferences. But in spite of the heartbreaks that Signal has experienced facing Creamline, those reverse sweeps, the Grand Slam, and this could take the almost wins of Signal, they remember their last encounter with Creamline, which was a sweep.
On tour. During the on tour.
Yes.
Signal swept them. But the beauty for me for both these franchise, talking about Signal and Creamline, is you see all the other teams getting better with acquisitions, right, and the draft. But these two, they remain contenders. Right?
Consistent. Hindi nawawala. And you remember Vixie talking about that also. Vixie Burgos, our courtside reporter, talking about that earlier. Also how both teams recognize that. Even Creamline knows that about themselves. If they just play their game, play consistent, they know what they're about. And Schwan, I'm sure, is learning that. Let's see what else Vixie has for us. Over to you, Vixie.
Sure you notice, but every time Eliza Valdez touches the ball, the crowd just goes wild because, of course, she represents the steady and strong presence that Creamline needs to take this game home. Earlier, Eliza told me that what this team needs is really the readiness to adjust in the moment, know what's needed, and go from there. And, you know, it's really that maturity that this Creamline team maintains that will never allow their opponents to be complacent and keeps each game exciting. But what do you think, Chiki and Noreen?
Definitely exciting, and I think you don't have to look very far. Everybody is really all smiles, and cheering every point. That's something new also here in Montalbano. They keep their energy level very high, and I think it's because of the excitement on the court.
And especially if your idols or the people who you actually support and cheer play well, right? And Eliza Valdez loves, again, we keep saying she loves her fans. That's why she tries to play her best all the time.
Ooh, Lori Bernardo picked up there by Chebihavska. Back row attack. Broken play. Oh, that's going to be tough. Great timing there by Lalong Isip.
Oh!
So we're starting with a rally. The early rallies here.
Boy, that bump set, that out-of-system bump set was so near the net, but the Signal just found a way to get that.
You know, you appreciate also the scoring, the spread of points here for Signal. Again, that down the line for Lori. That got away. And it's funny because I was looking at Don Katindig's reaction. Pati siya yung nagulat nung lumagpas kay Lori yung bola. That rarely happens. She's one of the tall ones. But look at that down the line. But even better pickup and the anticipation of Don Katindig in that last one.
She went right back to try to cover that ball.
Yes.
She's
And
everywhere.
she's gonna miss everywhere. Yeah. Ah, down the line. Quick point for Erica Santos. That is her 7th.
Boy, you like that matchup. Erica Santos and Eliza Valdez.
Look at that. We're even Steven with 1 set apiece, 5-all in this 3rd set.
Well, it's a good start. And you did mention it's anyone's game still.
Well, no sweeps.
No sweep. Chance.
Signal now with a chance. Net got in the way there. Creamline taking an early lead.
I like the celebration of Sheena Turing there after she got. Again, you appreciate the effort of Don Makandili Katindig. Look at that. She tried. She was so far. She tried.
2-point lead for the Cool Smashers.
Good serve.
That's a good first ball. Almost. Little football action from Kyle Negrito. We've seen her do that a lot.
We've seen more and more of the football.
Diba?
Football kind of dig.
Yan din ang nangyayari when we bring in a lot of international volleyball na expose pati yung mga players, diba? Out, sabi ni Lori Bernard. Tama siya. And Creamline will take the lead, a 2-point lead in our first technical timeout. Back at the Inara Center in Montalban, Jiki Roapuno with Noreen Go, Vixie Burgos bringing you our third of our triple header today. This is the last game of the day, last game, playing day before we go into the round of 8, the quarterfinals, where it is a single round robin. The 8 teams. It's 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, and so on. Hindi, pero kaya importante din yung placing eh. Kahit pasok silang 8, di ba? It's who you are gonna play.
And it's elimination in the quarterfinals.
Can you imagine? You can be at the top of the standings coming into the quarterfinals, but if you lose your first game, you out.
You out.
Yeah.
You home.
You
sleep.
And so far, with the games that happened, hindi rin nagpalit yung ano, no? With Carl Negrito now with that ace, just a recap of the games that happened today. We had Zeus taking next lead in straight sets. So next lead, although they are out of contention, they were trying to get their first and only win.
Yeah.
But they were unable to do that.
She tried again to use the net, the tape of the net, but this time it did not cross.
Yeah, we see that, the really low serves from Negrito. Those quick serves. And Rosaria will set up Erica Santos. Valdez with a save. Schwan going up, and she's trying to get to zone 6, a little long, and that's going to be a point. Oh, was there a check ball? She got the check ball, so still a point for Creamline. Oh, by the way, Chocomucho also out of contention. They did manage to get a win in their last game.
That's a good last game for Chocomucho. It was a great game, actually, the way they played.
Going up against Akari. Strong team. Akari is part of the 8 coming back.
Yeah. The quarterfinalists are actually set already, so the last few games is just about placement.
Right.
What your seed is going into the final 8.
And there's a block touch challenge. And we are waiting for the results. So not too many challenges today, mga 1%.
1%.
1%.
1 versus 1% nga.
If you're looking at the standings right now, while we wait for the results, no block touch.
None.
Yeah, none. We've got PLDT, Farm Fresh, and Zeus with identical 6-1 cards. So they're 1, 2, and 3. Creamline coming into this game with 5 and 2 card. And Signal with a 4 and 3 cards. So magkakalapit din lang.
Actually, when you look at the 8 teams that are going to the quarterfinals, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you're what seed, because any game looks good.
Any game's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Parang wala ka rin pipiliin. So for those of you not up to date, Cherry, Tigo, Chocomucho, Next Lead, and Galleries all bid us goodbye as we move into our quarterfinals starting our next game day.
But it's going to be a short ending to this conference to give way to the SEA Games coming this December.
Lori Bernardo.
No.
And she will get the point. So the natural opposite, the left-hander, Lori Bernardo, was brought in the second set, but she's already contributed 5 points so far.
Huge contribution.
Yeah. We got a timeout.
Ma-enjoy din muna natin yung ginagawa natin kasi masyado tayo nagtitil din sa Euros. Ha? Okay, kailangan makabawi na tayo ng makabawi. Tapos laro lang. Laro lang tayo na lang kailangan tuloy-tuloy na na-enjoy natin. Tapos makorek natin yung mga error natin, mabawi natin. Okay? Okay, pasa lang muna. Ha?
Wala naman silang kakaibang ginagalaw. Tayo lang yung gumalaw ng dapat, di ba? Kaya balikan tayo sa pattern. Tapos communication lagi, okay? Isang ikot lang. Isang ikot. Signal! Go, Chester!
It's nice to hear from Don Katindig, who is asserting herself really as the leader, the team captain. And that is a well-deserved spot, I think, because she really knows what she's talking about, and she has so much experience behind her.
And she's, you know, telling her teammates, it's not them, it's us. We have to make the adjustments.
Good pickup by Negrito. It's a broken play. Valdez is timing it. She gets it across. Ball back to Signal. Whoop! And an error. So that's going to be a point for Creamline again.
You see the frustration of Katindig really because of that miscue at the net. She really showed her emotions there. She wasn't happy.
Yeah. Coming off of the timeout too. Oh, good read there by Pangs Panaga. Push. Picked up by Atienza. Bernardo. And, you know, they're simple. She's not showboating. She's just scoring. She's a role player, Lori Bernardo.
She's got the golden hand right now for Signal.
6 points for Bernardo.
You hear the crowd giving her that much, much deserved acknowledgement for Lori Bernardo. Oh, Vanny Gandler is in for Trebihavska.
One more time for Vanny. Ooh, good save there by Atienza, but another chance again for Signal. Now the other way, Negrito with the pickup. Valdez, and now from the left pin. Very high efficiency for Eliza Valdez today. Mostly making her attacks whenever she is given the touch. She's able to convert. 7 points for Valdez.
Yeah, I mean, Signal's offense relentless here, like attacking from all cylinders, really. That's why they have a pretty comfortable lead at this point.
Bernardo again, trying to go over the hands of the blockers. She's asking for a check ball. Doesn't look like she's going to get it, though. Oh, they will ask for it.
Vanny Gallers, I didn't touch it.
we see what Lori was going for there. She really wanted to go above the hands of the blockers, but she feels like... And the ball, it did sail out, pero she insists that it was touched last by Signal, so we will find out soon enough.
She's gonna push her luck here because she has been
lucky. And
lucky.
Yeah, actually, it's not luck. She's been playing well.
And the streak continues for Lori Bernardo.
Yeah. And I think, you know, even Vanny Gandler was genuinely surprised. Sometimes you really can't don't feel it, eh?
Yeah.
We got a timeout. Happy birthday to all of the celebrants, particularly those asking for photos with the Pino Eliza Valdez, who is so loved by the fans here in Inares Center. Of course, a shout out also to the Signal fans who are out here. You can see with their Signal balloons right there in gold. Signal now with a 7-point deficit because it's Lori Bernardo who has been stellar in this third set. Actually, Gandler and that is outside. So Valdi Gandler making up for that last call. It was called against her, the block touch.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good start for her. It could be a comeback now for Signal because you have to learn in the second set. You can't let CREAMLINE have a comfortable lead.
Yeah. We also remember the catch-up job that Signal staged in that second set. Oh, again, Lori Bernardo. She is the thorn on the side of the Signal super spikers.
And she's just, you know, looking at her play, she's just enjoying herself,
Yeah.
right? And savoring the moment.
So, obviously, she did not start. Michelle Gumava started as the opposite player today. But, oh! And that was actually playable, but it's going to be a service ace just the same for Pax Panaga.
Yeah.
Let's see what happened there. Or maybe it was a floater. It dropped all of a sudden. Timeout.
Para alam mo kasama natin yung gagawin. Isa-isa tayo, ah. Pauwi natin. Isa-isa lang.
Pag hindi nakuha, kunwari hindi mo nakuha yung bola, turn around agad para mag-ready yung mag-counter kasi baka mo nakuha nung kasama. So, ready lang tayo lahat.
Wala ticket. Let's go! Laban! Signal! Super!
It's actually very interesting. You appreciate what the players see from the sidelines.
Yeah.
Tim Tiamson there pointing out that you don't give up right away. If it looks like you lost the ball, turn right back around because your teammate may have saved it and play may have gone on.
Yeah.
And that's something you see from the sidelines.
From the sidelines, yeah. And it's also just trying to pump her teammates up, really.
Oh, we got Erin Pangilinan also in the mix. Oh. And there's going to be, what is it, a lifting violation?
Yeah, catch
right
and
off
throw.
the bat, yeah. It was a little too low, and she brought it right back up. So CREAMLINE just coasting in this third set.
Yeah, they're being helped also by the miscommunications and the errors of Signal here in the third set. Before that, we saw the ace of Pax Panaga, and then now that catch and throw violation.
Oh, better first ball there for Lalong Isip. Schwan with a dig. Eliza Valdez playing smart volleyball, but look at Gandler with that save, but not enough. That's going to be a point for the Phenom. She has 8. So does Bernardo, by the way.
Well, this is the 6 that has been working for Coach Kerwin and CREAMLINE. They're looking good. Something's got to change for Signal. You know, you see a bit of substitutions right now, hopefully. Ordiales, Erin Pangilinan to change the chemistry.
Cayuna looking for Gandler that last time. One more time for Vanny. Cross court. Pax Panaga with the answer. Valdez through the blockers. One more chance here for Signal.
Whoa!
Great save. Again, another good save for CREAMLINE. Smart play, good coverage for Lalong Isip. Gandler will get the point off the block. And Signal just really patient. And just exactly what Tin Tiamson pointed out. Well, just keep playing.
Yeah. And then for me, that's the best rally so far in the third set. And it went Signal's way. That should be, you know, the inspiration you take from. You know, you worked hard for that point. As you said, Tin Tiamson mentioned that. And then you build from there. You're down by 9.
Ooh, make that a solid 10 points after that kill by Sheena Turing. Si Turing pa isa-isa lang pero parang 100% yata si Sheena Turing. She has 3 points and I've seen her do that at least 3 times.
Well, because she's not the first option, every time Negrito goes to her, it's like the blockers are not well established.
Yeah. Ooh. And Negrito was on the lookout there, and that's an error. Eliza Valdez knew it. Attack error for her. First one. So again, looking at the spread here, the distribution of points, more even on the Signal side with Havska still in the lead with 10 points. Santos coming in second with 7, and same with Doria Aquino. Whoa, that one is back. Missed by Toring there.
Oh, good save.
Great save there. Back set. Oh, that got away. That's going to be a point for Signal. And Ordiales will contribute her second point.
You know, I'm very impressed with her swing. I mean, yeah, she got dug earlier, but she's like her brother. She's so good also.
And again, let's see if she can make the difference here. They need a string of points. Talking about Signal. It's an uphill climb, but not impossible. Whoa! Good pick up by Gandler. Lalong Isip is blocked. One more time for Signal. Wow! And Ordiales, 2 in a row for her, going cross court. You like that swing?
Yeah, you know, I really appreciate it. And for me, it's a great substitution. So they're hoping that she will spark the run.
Yeah.
Right, for Signal.
It's these, shall we say, less scouted players. Yung mga medyo hinuhulaan pa ng Creamline. And Michelle Gumaba was back on the court. We saw her starting for Creamline, but she was missing in the second set.
And Villarete as well. Whoa!
Ooh. And that is another point for Signal. And look at them just really patiently making points. And slowly but surely catching up. Defensive play of the set brought to you by Elastosil. Salyado ang bubong. Ano mang panahon.
Hindi ka pupunta si Alaysa eh. Sino nandun sa zone 1? Zone 1, gitna nyo lang, okay. Receive, center. Sige. Go, 1 point. Let's go, go, 1 point.
Yes.
Go! Let's go, girls! All in! Creamline!
The lead was 10. And
that's the biggest.
Signal has recovered 5 points. Tama ba yung math ko? No, 4 points. They're up by 6. Yeah. But a very scary time for Signal kasi 21 na ang Creamline. So they know what they're up against, but they're keeping their composure. Talking about the Super Spikers. Oh, that one too much for Pangilinan. Down the line with Coco Xuan, or rather Michelle Gumabao. That's her 4th point.
Yeah, you know, that's what you love about Mitch Gumabao. It's when she comes off the bench, there's no warming up.
Yeah.
Right? If you need
Game
a point,
on.
yeah, game on.
Game on. But that was a good dig also for Xuan, who set up that last sequence.
Well, the vocal teammate is in Tiamzon.
Good save there by Atienza. Tiamzon will get a chance. Oh, wow! What an entry! Game on for Tiamzon too.
Tit for tat, you know, the bench players contributing for both squads.
And that was just an underhanded set for her. A game changer.
Could be for the Signal fans. They're hoping.
Oh, we got Villarete also doing the setting chores for Creamline. And look at Signal, just really displaying patient volleyball.
Chipping away at this lead.
Yeah. Tough serve. Patay! Rose Doria with 9 points. And actually, we remember Signal staging a similar comeback in the second set. They didn't quite make it, but what looked like, what we described as an uphill climb is now just a little bit of a hill. It's now just a 4-point lead.
A mound.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nasa Montalban tayo, so tama lang.
How apt. Well, Creamline, you need to wake up.
Oh, good read there by Cayuna. Another one, good save. Signal still alive, Tiamzon sends it up. A chance here for Creamline to reset. Schwan with that underhanded set from Revilla. Katindig keeps the ball in play. Tiamson again. Revilla there with the answer. Schwan will get the point.
Well, you talked about patient volleyball from Signal. That was clearly patient volleyball from Creamline.
Samesies. Ganun din. It's the maturity of both teams talaga umiiral. But Creamline now only looking for 2 points to win this third set. And we got Mitch Morente coming in for the first time at the serve. Floater. Vanny Gandler took care of that. And she goes for the attack. Bernardo with a dig. Schwan. Slow. Negrito will give it to Coco Schwan one more time. Back row attack, Gandler. It was a soft one. Broken play, Schwan.
Oh, the dig!
What a dig by Katindig. Oh, another rally. And again, Coco Schwan. 16 points for the guest player.
And, you know, Coco Schwan did put that away with that smart drop, but I was looking at the Creamline team that started, how they hugged Lori Bernardo because of the effort in digging. It wasn't perfect, but they appreciated and they gave, acknowledged her for that.
Set point. Many set points for Creamline in set number 3. One down. Signal still alive, but still 5 chances for Creamline to take this third set.
Yeah, but they have to play flawless volleyball, 100%.
And there's a little bit of a conversation here between Kyle Negrito and our first referee. And now Tin Tiamson will serve. Pressure serve for Tiamson. Schwan approaching. Got it, said Katindig. Oh, got it, said Morente. And wow, what a swing. Is that inside? That is outside. What a swing from Vanny Gandler.
That's top caliber volleyball for you.
And these rallies are just getting better and better. Walang bumigay. Ooh, and that was so close. Did you see where that ball landed? Muntikan pa.
Pag wala, toss mo lang yan. Sige. Gitna lang. Hindi naman ganun kalakasan yung serve. Relax naman ano. Let's go, tuloy. Let's go, all in, Creamline!
Creamline needing to call a timeout just to kind of try to get in the heads of Signal. Try to pressure Tin Tiamson more, who is at the service line. Let's see if that works.
Well, let's see.
Still 4 set points for the Cool Smashers. Good serve. Schwan. Then a slow one. And Katindig getting it on her way up. Morente with a good dig. Ooh, botched play. Also a broken play here from Signal. Reset. No! Wow! Signal. Look at Signal. They are just taking advantage of the errors now coming from Creamline.
That's the smartest return from Signal. They gave it to Negrito. And then everyone was just like waiting for somebody to pitch in. But yeah, it just fell to the floor.
Indeed, very smart. Let's see how long Tiamson will stay on the service line. Running attack. Saved by Katindig, who has been doing that all day. Katindig is giving so many chances for Signal to set up. She has been heroic with her saves.
And the lead is down to 2.
This is a team effort definitely for Signal getting them this far.
Whatever happens, you really appreciate the attitude of Signal here.
Yeah. Schwan wants to close it out. Not yet.
Chance.
And gets into the net. That was tough. It was a tough set for her. Underhanded coming from the back. And all that effort will end with a CREAMLINE win in this third set. But with a much better score for Signal. 25-22 the final score. Let's take a look at the winning point. Brought to you by Myra, by Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. And Vanny Gandler really just out of luck that time. I mean, we see these errors on the attack, but that was costly because it cost them the game. That was a set point for Signal. We'll talk more about it after the break. Welcome back to the Nara Center here in Montalban. 25-22 is the score in that third set. Cool Smashers lead now by 1 set. Scores 2-1. So we are coming to a must-win fourth set for Signal. But first, the highlights of set 3.
Yeah, for me, the biggest factor was Signal just started out really slow. CREAMLINE built a 10-point lead.
Yeah.
And the moment that Signal realized that we're gonna come back, they gained momentum, but the lead was just too much for them to overcome. And if you come to the fourth set, you have to realize you have to play with that intensity from start to finish. You don't go down by 10 and then decide to come back. It's not enough against a team like CREAMLINE. If you look at the numbers, attacks, blocks, aces, actually it's pretty
even.
Yeah, pretty even because Signal's numbers improved towards the end, towards that rally. But you know, it was all CREAMLINE. But what you appreciate from Signal is they showed heart. It's just that coming into this fourth set, you have to start with the same goal in mind, the same intensity.
Yeah.
Right? CREAMLINE, still, you love what happened in the second set. You were challenged, but the most important thing is you held your ground. Right?
When it counted. So both teams staged runs at separate times. And like you said, medyo nahuli lang yung sa Signal, but they know that they have what it takes. They know that this is a very well-matched game here between these two teams. Hindi ka talaga, sabi mo nga, hindi ka pwede magpabaya. And a 10-point lead is a lot. But really props also to Signal. They did that twice. They did that in the second set as well. Pinapos, but they're able to make up for their errors. So let's see if they can now just keep it even. Must win fourth set for the Super Spikers. And they take the first point. Right away, pinabawi si Vanny Gandler. She stays on the court.
Well, she did her best, you know. Don't look at that last error.
Yeah.
It does not define her.
Lang yung timing eh.
Oo And you. No, I mean, you know, sometimes if you try so hard, you know that sometimes you'll falter. That's what we anticipated. But what's important is how she responds here in the fourth set.
Yeah. And this could be her motivation to just play solid, play more focused in this fourth set.
Well, Lori Bernardo's streak has ended. She commits an error.
Is that outside? Wow, almost. That's good spotting there for Valdez to let that one go.
That was really close.
Swan now at 16 points. Oh, and hot start here for Signal. Ordiales also just feeling her game now.
And she's looking more comfortable as they try to field her in more often, no?
That's 4 points for Ordiales. Jackie Acuña's also already contributed 6 points today. So team effort definitely for Signal. And let's make it 7 with service ace.
And
Jackie Acuña.
Look who she targeted. Then Lazaro. Revilla, I mean, that's not easy to get aces actually from these liberos.
That ball just dropped earlier than Revilla expected. Better first ball from Revilla. And that set up Valdez. So it's just a 1-2-3 effort for Creamline. Score now is 4-2. Vixie Burgos has a report.
A lot about patience. And you know what? That reminded me of the conversation that I had with Vanny Gandler earlier in the dugout, because she told me patience is becoming really important for her as she tries to gain her game back, returning to the court after missing a couple games in this conference. She shared with me that they've really been practicing for high-pressure games like this, especially in their scrimmages. So she knows that this team is prepared. So it really comes down to the patience for Vanny and her teammates so that they can take back this next set with smart and intentional plays. Now back to you, Chiki and Noreen.
Thanks a lot, Vixie. And this is, of course, the must-win game for Signal. You know, we forget that really they know which games they really have to prepare, especially for. And I'm sure Signal, namarkado na yung kanilang game against Creamline.
Yeah.
Pinaghahandaan talaga. And we have an early timeout for Creamline. They're down by 4.
Paano, diba? Hindi pwede nakakapatay lang si Lori. Sisend mo lang doon. Depende sa bola kung nasaan. Okay? Let's go, let's go! Let's go, girls! All in, Creamline! Come on!
Well, you see that score and an early 4-point lead. Some cause for concern for Coach Sherwin because this is a very explosive start for the Super Spikers.
Yeah, I mean, better, really, you're right, better start for Signal here. I think they learned from the fact that, you know, in the third set, you just were too slow, and then when you try to come back, it was too late. So, good start, yeah.
Well, that was a long serve coming from Ordiales, so the lead down to 3.
Boy, Coach Sherwin opting to stick to the 6, huh?
Yeah, the rallies are getting longer. The errors are becoming fewer. You want the long rallies? You're going to get them. Valdez tries to put an end to it. Gander with a dig. Play goes on.
Oh,
great sweep. Katindig just stellar today. Schwan could not get it across. And she wanted she was trying these tips that have been working for her, but that time the net was in the way.
Yeah, but I think she needs to change things up. There are too many drops on her part. Yes, she scored a couple, but I think this is the time, especially when you're down, to start, you know, finding those angles, start strong hits. Because the impact for me is it'll pump your teammates up.
And the crowd too.
And the crowd, yeah.
The ring picked up by Signal that time. Kabihavska trying the placement shots, but Negrito was there. One more chance for Signal. Doria. Stopped there by Revilla. That was a combination attack.
Vanny Gandler. scoring for Signal.
Yep, 5-point lead for Signal in our first technical timeout. Back at the Inares Center here in Montalban, and we have our late night game for all of you. This is the third of our triple header today. Last game before we head to the quarterfinals, and it looks like Signal wants to play till the end. They want to extend this to a decider because they're playing strong. They're playing hard in the first part of this fourth set.
Yeah, and it seems like they've changed the way they think. You know, they're fighting it out and playing to their strengths again, which we saw in set number 1.
Good read there by Valdez. Back row attack, Schwan. Almost, but Ordiales could not keep it in play, and Schwan will get her 17th point.
That's what we're talking about. You know, you need to really try to go for those kills because your opponent has already been reading your drop.
Yeah, you need to vary it up. Keep your opponent guessing. Good serve. Almost mishandled there. But Signal will get another chance. Gandler is blocked. Third time from the back. That one too much. Check ball, says the lines judge. That could be a point for Trebihavska.
Well, you'd like the exchange, you know, Kokushan earlier. And then Trebihavska.
Trebihavska with as many points as Doria Aquino. She's got 11.
Survey for CREAMLINE, Mitch Gummit.
Oh, Mitch Gummit again, coming fresh off the bench.
I think Coach Sherwin wants fresh legs.
Gandler, stopped by Valdez. Schwan with a push. Outside set to Gandler again. That's good. Gandler's 10th point. She's in double digits.
And they have been going to her because they know that she has been delivering. Not perfect. We saw that one error in set number 3, but she's been scoring for Signal.
She's been playing pretty good defense also, Gandler. Oh, tough serve for Jel Cayuna. She scores her 2nd point. And she adds to her conference aces. Jel Cayuna, like we mentioned earlier, one of the best servers in the league. 4th
Is she number
best.
1? 4th. Okay.
But she always tops.
Yeah.
She's always top 10.
She's always up there.
Ooh. Katindig again. Just knowing where to be. Will she do it a 2nd time? Oh, is that Trebihavska with a save there. Gandler.
Oh, still alive.
Good defense coming from CREAMLINE as well. One more chance for Signal. Where will Cayuna go? That's the choice. Long time no see for Jackie Acuna and her slide attack.
Yeah, I mean, there was a shortage of those slide attacks, but not at that point.
Fantastic distribution here for Jel Cayuna. Doria Aquino with 11, Gandler with 10, Trebihavska 11, 8 for Acuna, Santos with 7, Lalong Isip with 5. So everybody gets a chance to score.
Well, as you were saying, that Carlos was tapped by Coach Sherwin to replace Eliza.
Ooh, wow. Great effort here for Signal to keep the ball in play. They get another chance at defense.
Oh.
Nakailan na ba ang mga libero? Katindig in particular.
I've lost count.
Yeah. Gandler with a finish, and that has been working definitely for the Signal Super Spikers, keeping Gandler in the mix. And she has been fearless.
She's been a woman on a mission.
Yeah.
Kaya pa nag-araming si Pam, hindi pa siya nakakapalo. So dito muna siya. Para makatulong kay Coco. Ha? Isipin nyo lang 1 point kung anong gagawin natin. Receive muna tayo, then papalo. Max, quick.
Let's go, all in! CREAMLINE!
Well, look at that lead, an 8-point lead. This is a reverse of what happened in the third set rather. Now it's Signal wanting that big separation.
Yeah. We talked about the rivalry a lot between CREAMLINE and Signal, and you know the way things are going. You said it's still anyone's
Match,
game.
yeah.
We don't know what's going on.
Ooh, that one. Too much for Katindig. Medyo kasi nahawakan ng blocker, so gumalaw as far as Dawn was concerned. But she was still in the vicinity.
Always. She's always
Yeah.
around. Look at Coach Sherwin changing his starting unit again with Tots Cardos and Gumabaw.
Oh, this is the original 6, I believe. Yeah. Ordiales coming alive in the third set and continuing on here in set 4.
Yeah, it's Gandler and Ordiales. More Gandler, but Ordiales has done her part.
Yeah, for sure. Scoring when it counts.
Good pass.
Almost a stop, but that's going to be a point for Pangs Panaga. 6 points for her now.
Well, as we were talking about Signal in set number 3, let's go back to CREAMLINE here in the 4th set. They need a run at this point.
Oh, almost an ace. Foiled there by Gandler. And that one gets through. Trabihapska will score her 12th point. So Signal really, as you said, bound and determined to play set 5.
Yeah. Rivalry is alive.
Yeah. So we really drummed it up, didn't we? And so far, they are not disappointing us.
Well, it's been a pendulum swing for both these teams.
Gumabaw block, but Trabihapska should not keep it in play.
But you know, analysts and anchors would always say, or commentators in general, will always say, if you're down by a huge margin, but whatever happens in that set, of course you want to create the momentum going into the next set. It is important to make a run or to have a run.
Ooh, and Ordiales has definitely been contributing to this run and this 8-point lead for Signal in our second technical timeout. Obviously, this is the best set that Signal has played so far, just keeping a sizable lead and playing to the strengths of, well, Cayuna playing to the strengths of all her players, actually knowing when to go to Ordiales. And meantime, of course, Gemma Galanza with her share of fans here, but she is relegated to the sidelines now, nursing an injury.
She's in the injured list.
Yeah. And it's a good timeout there for Creamline. They need that. They need to shake things up.
Yeah, I like that set because you're trying to get Tots Carlos warmed up in this set. So, combination play, relax, and hopefully she gets her game going.
Yeah, they get reminded, maganda nga yung sistema natin. Balikan nga natin yan. Off the block, so Trebiavska is now also learning to play off the hands of Creamline's blockers. When it comes to blocking, Signal naman talaga is higher ranked. Third best blocking team, although Creamline is number 5 in that category. Wow! That was a great serve, though. Oh, so smart. Did you see that play, Noreen?
I thought it was going to go out until Atienza got a hand of that. I needed to see the hand.
Surprise! And she saw it so clear.
Yeah, it was going in.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Yeah.
Such a smart play by Jel Cayuna. That was definitely for the highlight reel. Tots Carlos just single-handedly trying to get things going for Creamline.
Yeah. The set was actually low for a combination play. So you saw Carlos just really hit it off the high hands.
We need the big serves. That's a good stop by Trebiavska. Up. And Vanny Gandler continues her rampage. 12 points now for Vanny.
And they're able to maintain their lead. Every time it seems like Creamline's coming back, they have an answer. So good, that's good for Signal.
Yeah, like we said, this is like deja vu, but in reverse.
In reverse.
Yes. So Signal has to be very careful about taking care of this lead and not relaxing. Swan, oh, net violation it seems, yeah. And now it is a solid 10-point lead for Signal, and they're looking for only 5 points, so it can't even be a side-out situation. It has to be a run that Signal or Creamline will create. Let's see if they can start that now.
They need the comeback of the century.
Oh, yeah. Decade lang naman. Decade.
Major 9-point century na yan.
Swan. And here's a chance for Creamline. And they can do it patiently like Signal did in the past games. 1 point at a time. Negrito looking for Swan again. Rebound. Signal will get a chance on offense. Oh, great block. All alone. Swan taking care of things for her 20th point.
That's a monster block. Much needed for Creamline. And reading the angles of Jackie Acuna there.
It's tough to stop those slides. That's a tough serve also. Oh, that one went over. Ball still alive, though. Jel Cayuna setting up Gandler. Great save by Gumabaw. Swan will get a chance. Called inside. 3 in a row for Coco Swan.
And there is a run going on.
Yeah.
No blockers in sight.
And a much-needed timeout also for Signal. They need to reset.
Dani, tapos 5 to 5. Didi, ready, 5. Okay? Sige, tapos cover lang tayo ha. O, pasa muna ulit. Tapos ano lang tayo ha. Ito cover ha.
Paano lahat cover natin guys ha? Cut na natin. Signal! Super!
We kind of expected a Signal timeout at that time because, like we said, what you branded the comeback of century?
Comeback of the century.
Yeah, is underway. And Signal wants a stop right now.
Wow!
Was that the intention? Whatever it was, it's still a point. And Ordiales, again, just making a difference really here in the latter part of this game.
That was the intention. I had to see the slow-mo because I was covered by the second rep. It was...
Yeah, great cut shots there by Ordiales.
She's playing like she's a veteran.
Oh, this is bad news for Creamline with Jelka Yuna at the service line. She's got those tough serves taken care of by Schwan. She goes up for the attack. Katindig with a dig. And that's another point. So Trzebichowska has definitely come alive also in this fourth set.
And it's about timing really for Signal because the charge was led by Vanny Gandler and then the supporting cast was Ordiales, and now they're giving the main role to Trzebichowska.
Oh, ball still alive. Great save there for Signal. Another chance here for Creamline. Schwan. Where will Negrito go? Still to Schwan with that tip. Well read by Signal. Gandler getting it through the block. And Schwan will just send the ball over.
Long rally
continues.
Alert.
Wow! Inside. And Tots Carlos. You know, you wonder why Tots Carlos was kept out of play in the third set and the second set. Pero may challenge, ah.
Well, in the first set, if you base her performance in the first set, she wasn't like in her element.
Okay.
So they remember they put Lori Bernardo in, and she played really well. So she earned her spot in the starting six.
So that was difficult for us to see from where we are at. If there was really a question as to whether the ball was in or out, but Signal can afford this challenge.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, so it's in. So that the point stays with Creamline.
Well, they're facing the Signal 22, so they have to make some stops here.
Oh, tough first ball there. Somebody's at the net. Oh, somebody went over. Called against Coco Schwan, I believe. Yeah.
And whatever happens, Jelka Yuna did a good job in keeping that ball alive.
Yeah, a little too close to the net. Jelka Yuna has been really playing stellar here. It's the difference that Jelka Yuna and Dawn Katindig make, because it's not in the points. You're not going to see it in the stats, in the points, but it's every other thing they do to help create these opportunities to score.
Yeah.
Oh, what say you, Noreen?
Yeah, I mean, it was in the center of... You see the hand of Schwan? It was, you see it didn't go over the net, so let's see. They're still discussing.
Stop it. You're not the captain.
Oh.
Statement.
There is that rule that only the captain gets to speak. Only the captain gets to speak to the referee. So we're still trying to get an explanation for that one, although considering the lead that Signal has. Yeah. But that is something that will remain talked about because we're very unclear about why Signal has the ball when it seems like there was no violation. Just the same, Gumawa will get the point and the ball back.
Service.
So still, this is an uphill climb. We're talking about mountains again in Montalban, and now it is up against Signal. Good stop there by Schwan. That's Carlos. Another chance at a point, and she does not waste it. That's 4 points in this set alone for Carlos, 7 in total. So CREAMLINE fighting to stay alive in this 4th set. Oh, again, another smart one. Ordiales. And she looks like she is here to stay. If we go to a 5th game, she is not going to be sitting down. Ordiales has been really contributing here for Signal.
Yeah, she's earned her spot there. But the thing is, the drawback is for the fans of Erica Santos.
Yeah.
You want to see Erica Santos, but Ordiales has just been really playing well.
Yeah. She was scoreless in the game against Zeus. So this is really a game for Ordiales, and she will get another chance to play. I'm sure she will appear again in the decider, the 5th set. As you look at the point, winning point brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. And it was an easy win for Signal in that 4th set. We'll talk more about it after these. A lopsided 4th set, 25-16. So definitely Signal is in it to win it. They want to go for a 5th set, but they know who they're up against. CREAMLINE, the most successful franchise here in the PVL. It's not going to be easy for Signal, and CREAMLINE wants to come away with a win. I mean, you want to go into the quarterfinals with a win, start it right. So, and they want to satisfy their many fans here in Montalban. Talk a little bit about set 4.
For me, the match, not just set 4, the match is such a roller coaster ride. So the 5th set, the biggest question is who's going to end up on top, right? Let's look at some numbers. Signal really just, for me, outplayed CREAMLINE from start to finish, which is what we were saying that they needed to do in set number 3. They made a run, but it was just too late. One thing they really addressed is their errors. You look at that, just 3 for Signal.
Pretty clean,
Very clean.
Yeah.
In fairness to CREAMLINE, 5 is pretty decent already for them. But again, let's see who starts strong, because that's so far that has been the trend. Who starts out strong ends up winning that set.
Also, the mix of players, no? Parang, I think Signal has found the good combination. And you know, it's a different combination every game. Like we said, I mean, Erica Santos has always been the key player, but today she has been absent.
Yeah.
But Signal is here, and they made it to set 5. So we'll see what happens. Also with the lineup of CREAMLINE, Tots Carlos coming in late in this 4th set. Will she stay on and play in the 5th? Liza Valdez was the spark plug when she came in the 2nd set. But she was quiet in this 4th set. So we'll see what happens. But all told, everybody happy because this is the kind of competition we were expecting between these two teams.
Yep.
And that's what you get on a beautiful Tuesday night for volleyball.
I'm looking at the lineup of CREAMLINE. It is the original, the one that started this match. So I think also it's important from coaches to make their changes and to realize, okay, I'm going back to my drawing board and see going back to my original starters and hoping that that starting roster unit will click.
And over on the Signal side, as we expected, Ordiales and Vanny Gander will stay on the court. And here we go, fifth set underway with Schwan getting the first touch and Katindig again. Saving the day, but look at Revilla. Oh, everybody just diving for the ball. You know it is the fifth set.
It is. It is.
Patayan na to.
Race to 15.
Yeah.
And then win by 2 if you go 14-all.
It has been just as entertaining watching the liberos. I mean, Dawn Katindig, she has been on point today. I mean, what's new, right?
No, exactly. She
Yeah.
has redefined or helped redefine libero.
Kyle Negrito, she's showing who's boss. Did you see that play?
No way,
Woo!
no way. Everybody was still on their way down.
Yeah.
That was good. That's good.
Oh, Jackie Acuna now. And that's her money play. So again, you credit Jackie or Jel really for her timing, knowing when to play which, to play who, which girl, which player to set up, all that. Yeah.
Who, what, why, when? Better pass.
Aha, that escaped Panaga, but ball still in play.
Oh,
One more
like
chance
4
here.
touches.
Schwan. Oh. You know, Katindig just really waiting for that cross.
Katindig is always ready.
Yeah.
Hey, now we were
Look
saying...
at that score.
Yeah. 2s across the board.
Yep.
So we were saying whoever starts out strong, it's like both of them
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
So,
Walang bumibigay.
wala pa.
Kayuna. Oh, Diales again. It's all about the who, what, why, where, and when. It's Jel Cayuna calling the shots and knowing which shots to call.
Yeah, great decision making.
Yeah, there you go.
But
in other words.
but the
Yeah.
execution is spectacular.
Yeah, yun
right?
naman. Hindi nila sinasayang yung mga opportunities na binibigay ni Jel.
Yeah.
Ooh, Schwan to Gandler. That one out of here.
Yeah, Coco Schwan, it seems like she wants to take over, so she has to ask for the balls, the set.
We are even again at 3, so it's going to be this kind of fifth set. Again, right pin. Good stop by Creamline. Carlos. Rebound. Signal was set up again. And that reverse. Ordiales. Look at Schwan. Negrito. Great moves here.
Great save.
Great save. Oh, wow. Schwan still getting a touch. But really the focus on both sides, actually. Just keeping their eyes on the ball. This is the Tin Tiamson factor. This is what she was talking about. Just keep your eye on the ball.
The Tin Tiamson.
That's a sort of
paradox.
Yes.
Well, I like Signals being relentless in terms of offense.
And no holds barred for both sides. It's going strong this time. I don't think we're going to see too many of those tips and off-speed hits. Everybody's going power. Signal now with a 2-point lead, and that's big as it goes.
It is. and again, you know, you kept saying it, and I totally agree that it's Jel Cayuna really just orchestrating their offense really well here.
Negrito keeping the ball alive there. That was a tough one. Close to the net. And now another broken play. Tots Carlos going up. And that one, last touch Signal. So Creamline will get the point.
Yeah, Tots Carlos used the blockers as hand. Targeting the left hand of Rose Doria.
So definitely Tots Carlos making a difference on the court here. Good first ball. Ooh, nice save by Pangs.
Good dig.
Ordiales took care of that one. Back row attack. Gandler getting to Pangs Panaga. And back and forth we go. But Signal is enjoying 2-point leads.
And we always say, if you're ahead by 2, you can afford to play side-out volleyball.
But this has come down the line. And we were not wrong when we said this was going to be a tight one, a close one. Oh, great combination attack. Katindig again. Wow! And where did that come from? Trebihavska. I mean, parang diesel pala itong si, si Katie Trebihavska. Parang she... Oh, but there is a challenge. But she is also feeding off of the energy of her teammates. So kanina no medyo mababa. Hindi siya
Walang gana.
Walang gana. Ball in, ball out challenge. And these challenges are more crucial than ever.
And looking at the standings, if Signal wins, they will go from 4-3 to 5-3. And we know, like, a game difference really is going to shake up the standings and what's going to happen in the quarterfinals.
So they will be identical 5-3. Signal and Creamline if if they win. Let's take a look at this. Oi! It actually landed out. But was there a touch?
They're going to counter challenge this.
Okay, we know that these now it's a black touch challenge, like you with the crystal ball.
Yeah. Because Signal really thought that they had the point. And I'm looking at Katindig telling them, you guys touch it, admit it.
I mean, these challenges are crucial than ever. And you don't want to waste them, actually. So that's one less challenge. Black touch. So that's one less challenge for Creamline. You only get 2 per set. So Signal will keep the ball and the lead of 3 now.
That's a luxury already here in the 5th set.
Habska definitely coming alive when she needed to. 17, and she's now top scorer for the Super Spikers, followed, of course, by Vanny Gandler, who rallied in the 3rd and 4th sets, and we switched sides. That's a bigger luxury now, a 4-point lead. It started off so close.
Yeah, but Signal just relentless here in the 5th set.
Let's bring in Vixie Burgos for a report.
Cool and collected. That's how many people see Coco Schwan, who entered this game with the mindset that whatever happens, her team is ready to adjust. She told me that what this team really needs is confidence, because she knows that they're organized, they've put in the work, and they're ready. So they want to make sure that they're entering the 5th set with the confidence that they came in with. But Chiki and Noreen, more than that confidence, what else do you think the Cool Smashers need more of in this 5th set?
Well, definitely not the cheering from the crowd. That's always there. But you can answer that. What's lacking here? Why the 4-point lead for Signal?
Signal's playing well.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked a lot about the setting of Jel Cayuna, right? And everyone is just ready to contribute. That's what's going on. Creamline, you hear the crowd is absent now. They're very quiet, which is not... We're not accustomed to their fans being quiet. And why? Because of the way they're playing. So they need a spark, really. They need a spark. They need to wake the crowd up, because that wakes them up as well.
Yeah. And definitely the factor here has been Trebihavska, who came alive latter part of set 4. And she is now on beast mode. And the Creamline is feeling it.
Signal is feeling it. Creamline is feeling the wrath of Trebihavska.
Yeah, absolutely. 18 points for her. Oh, and lucky break here for Creamline.
Heat check.
Yep.
Heat check.
Katrin Trzebihavska had 13 points in that last game they played against Zeus. Santos was the top scorer there with 19, and she's not even in the game now. Liza Valdez brought back in to get the crowd going as well.
Yeah, I think that is a smart decision from Coach Sherwin. The lead is at 4. They need to chip away.
Yeah, got a full front now. And Rhea de Maculangan is in. Atienza read that 1-2. And Rose Doria Atienza again. 2 saves in a row. Valdez stopped. Cayuna with a quick set to Doria. Doria saying there's a check ball. And you can see all of CIGNAL just all over the place saying there was contact by CREAMLINE before the ball went out. They're going to challenge this one.
Well, Doria is saying it's either Turing or Valdez, but I'm looking at them, it's like they're saying no. Well, we saw some challenges wherein the players say no, but they do.
So sometimes they don't know. Let's just give them the benefit of the doubt. But still 2 challenges here for CIGNAL. Oh, parang wala. Oh, parang wala. Wala nga eh. Sabi na eh. Sinabi na nga wala.
Sheena Turing probably said it pays to be late. She was late. You saw it last minute. Black pa lang. Pays to be late.
So CREAMLINE will keep the point. And Rhea de Maculangan Larete is the setter now. And look at CREAMLINE and the crowd. Nagising din.
Yep, we have a game. It's just a 2-point lead for CIGNAL.
Of course, there's a timeout for CIGNAL.
One good pass lang muna tayo, ha? Labas muna dyan sa ano, ha? Di! Erika!
Hindi lahat ng bala mapapatay natin. Kailangan mag-patience tayo sa long game. Cover natin kasama natin. Hanggang di na mapatay, walang titigil.
Hey, good tayo, ha? Kailangan muna natin ng 1 point, ha?
I mean, you listen to CIGNAL, they're talking amongst themselves as if silang naghahabol. That is the sense of urgency that they want to keep. They know you have to have that mindset against a team like CREAMLINE who stays as comebacks for a living, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Exactly.
They do that.
I mean, if you were to consider teams that you can't count out, it's CREAMLINE. So it's good. You're right. It's good that they know. They know. They're
they have
ready.
to play like dejado sila.
Yeah.
Oh! And that was scary. That really was a floater. It just floated out for Rhea de Maculangan Villarete. So point back to CIGNAL.
That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, and you know, we're saying this is a luxury, the 3-point, 4-point lead, but actually, based on history to CIGNAL, to CREAMLINE, that's nothing.
Yeah. No lead is safe.
That's nothing, yeah. So that's really how CIGNAL has to play, with that kind of mindset. And we got C as a setter for CIGNAL. Oh, Vandler going up.
Oh, still alive.
Wow, Atienza. So many saves in this 5th set alone. Schwan from the back. Oh, that was what the doctor ordered. That off speed was exactly what Schwan needed to do.
And it was at the heart, at the center of the defense of CIGNAL.
And look at that deceptive swing. She looked like she was going to go all out with that. Lead back to 2.
Good pass.
Yeah. See, looking for Erica Santos. Touch ball, said the lines judge. There was a check ball. Erica Santos back in the game.
Not for long.
Not for long. Yeah, that was a double substitution, so they want to keep the full front here.
But she did her job. She
scored.
Yeah.
Yeah. But CIGNAL is still pressure for them because CREAMLINE, like as we know, this does not bother them. They're unfazed.
Yeah, they're gonna make CIGNAL work Big fight!
Well, you know, she has already contributed 2 aces. So you give her a break. Talking about Jel Cayuna.
Cut her some slack. But look at the score. Now it's just a 2-point lead. So for the fans of Signal, they're hoping that that's not the start of their downfall. They just got to come back.
Did you see that? That was close also for Trzebichowska, who was almost going to go for the ball. So 2 crucial service errors for Creamline. Barely long, but still outside.
Back to back to back.
Yeah.
Service errors back at ya.
And this is not what you want to see. You don't want the score to be settled at the service line. You want there to be a rally. Schwan, easy pickings for Gandler. Trzebichowska, blocked also. Cayuna going to Trzebichowska one more time, and she gets it. And Trzebichowska really, really finding her groove at the right time.
Yeah, you did say, you know, she showed up here in the 5th set.
And now it's scary for Creamline with Signal only looking for 2 points. Another timeout.
Energy! Let's go, Holland! Creamline! Happy!
Big lead, good position for Signal, but because you're playing against Creamline, we can safely say hindi pa to tapos.
Hindi, but they know that. That's why they're still maintaining a pretty good lead, because they know that they have to finish it, they have to work harder because Creamline is the opponent.
13-9, Signal only looking for 2 points to win again against Creamline. Oh. Oh, look at Don Katindig. Just really, she is the lifesaver.
Oh!
That one got away from Jel Cayuna, and it is really Schwan and Trzebichowska stepping in for their respective teams.
Rightfully
stepping
so.
up.
Yeah, rightfully so.
They don't call it the reinforced conference for nothing.
Yes.
Good first ball. Cayuna to Acuña. Again, the decisions that Cayuna are making, you don't question them because they are good.
They are, and look at the scoreline.
Yeah. That's 4 match points for the Signal Super Spikers. They want to even the score, even in their record. It will be an identical 5-3 card if they win this match. That one is outside, but there is a touch ball, so that's a point for Creamline. Michelle Gumabaw na walang kakabog-kabog.
Wala. And will we witness another comeback, or will
Well, this is something we don't know yet. We don't know what Schwan is like under pressure.
True.
Good serve. Cayuna to Trzebichowska, and she gets it! Katrina Trzebichowska wins this game, scores the winning point, we want to say, because I think it is really a team effort for Signal, starting off with the defense of Don Katindig and the stellar decision-making of Jel Cayuna and the way that the rest of the team finishes.
It's funny you ask. We don't know Coco Schwan under pressure, but now we know Trzebichowska under pressure.
Yeah.
She just goes for
She
the
likes
shot.
it.
She likes it. She thrives with pressure.
And so this is a second straight win for Signal against Creamline. I'm sure that means a lot to them in terms of the standings and their place in this reinforced conference. They go right into the quarterfinals together with Creamline. So in that sense, They will meet. They will likely meet each other. Oh, they will meet each other again in the quarterfinals.
It really depends on the whatever.
Oh, it's in a single round robin?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It's going to be crossover.
Crossover. Let's take a look at the winning point. Brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. And these are the winning moments for Signal. And tears we're seeing from Ordiales. I feel for Ordiales because she knows how well she played today. And it paid off, all that effort. And the scores on your screen. So it was really Signal domination starting in the 4th set. And they took the 5th set as well. The Babad player of the game brought to you by Devon. Enjoy unforgettable TV Babad moments with your family, only with Devon. So now with the player of the game, that was a hard choice for sure, partner.
Yeah, but deserving. So deserving.
We'll turn it over now to Vixie Burgos, who is with our POG.
Shiki and Noreen, I'm here with our player of the game, Jel Cayuna, with 28 excellent sets and 3 points. Now, first of all, Jel, congratulations. Alam kong dalawang back-to-back na remarkable wins ito para tapusin ang elimination round. Ano yung mindset nyo? Kasi naging 5 sets yung game. Paano nyo maintain yung toughness nyo?
Ano lang talaga, kinumpose lang talaga yung namin yung sarili namin kasi alam namin, kilala namin yung CREAMLINE kung paano sila maglaro, lalo na pag sa 5th set na laban. And ayun, at tinapangan lang talaga namin para makuha namin yung panalo na to.
Malaking laban nga talaga to. So paano nyo in-adjust yung game nyo para bawiin yung last 2 sets ng game?
Si Coach Chuck, ano din talaga nagpapasalamat ako kay Coach Chuck kasi gabi din yung adjustment na pinagawa niya sa amin kanina. Kami kasi sa loob ng court hindi namin gano'n nakikita yung ginagawa ng kalaban. So, pag time out talagang sinasabi ni Coach kung ano yung kailangan namin i-adjust. And ayun, apply naman namin.
Okay, finally, ano yung message mo sa lahat ng naniniwala at sumusuporta sa inyo ngayon?
Sa lahat po ng Signal fans, maraming salamat po sa suporta niyo sa amin, sa family po ng teammates ko, coaches, and sa management po.
Okay, congratulations.
And sa courtside reporter natin ngayon, happy birthday po, Vixie. Happy birthday. And sa pamangkin ko po, si Chad Cayuna, happy birthday. Pagdaro og eskwela. Og si Judith din daw po, ang ganda niya.
Okay, congratulations! And that was such a well-fought game. What a way to end the elimination round, Shiki and Noreen. Now back to you.
And what a way to celebrate your 20th birthday, Vixie. Great job. And really an exciting game for all of you. I'm sure this is what you expected as well, and we did not disappoint.
Yeah.
Now explain how this game really affected the standings.
Well, I think you did mention it could be CREAMLINE Signal. Probably CREAMLINE Signal because they are tied. So this is just a preview to the quarterfinals. So see who's number 1's going to play number 8. That's Zeus versus Capital and so on and so forth. That is going to be elimination.
All right, so it's a lot more exciting volleyball in our reinforced conference, and it just gets even harder now. Coming into the quarterfinals, you can't afford to lose anymore because it is a single round robin. November 20th, that's a Thursday. That is our next game day. We've got the Galleries High Risers going up against the Capital One Solar Spikers at 1:30 p.m. at the MOA. And after that, we've got the Cherry Pico Crossovers playing the Farm Fresh Foxes, also doing spectacular in this conference. Finally, we got Petrogas going up against PLDT at 6:30. Another triple header on Thursday.